Everybody, welcome. Thanks to Lyndsey and Aaron. There's Aaron, there's Lyndsey. Welcome to our launch party and a little birthday thingy for me too. But look at all these, look at this. Yeah, Australia, Cincinnati, Chicago, Toronto, Austin, Texas, Cincinnati. Oh my gosh, look at that. All over the world.
Jeez.
Where's the farthest place in the world that you're calling from? I'm in Vietnam, so I'm going to take the
You might
I'm gonna
win.
take the reward. So I'm in Vietnam, but we're Beijing. Oh, Maya Lisa. Oh, our protege, Maya Lisa. Yeah, Beijing. Well, that might take the cake. Yeah. Okay. Germany, New York, Colorado,
Generally,
Provo, Utah. Okay. Uh,
exception because
right.
you were
Germany.
together, correct? Yes, and you've done other projects together, correct? We did. We did Gutenberg, the musical. By the
Somebody
way,
has a little bit of background noise. If they could pause that. Great.
Maybe just mute everybody in the background. You can do that.
rousing subject matter. No, it was a great premise, but it's done, right? It's done. It is. It's done. We were asked to leave on that. We're gonna revise it with a different actor, but yes, yeah. What other Broadway?
Got it.
There we go. There we
I
go.
find the right person.
This is my daughter, Ma, just checked in. She said, "This is amazing. Hello, Ma. I love you."
Mhm.
She's in California. My wife's in California. My son is in Aaron is in Argentina. My other son, Hunter, is in Utah. He says I'm going to crush it. So, hey, she must know me.
Oh.
That means crush it means to break it really badly. Doesn't that mean? Okay, Washington State.
Fuck you.
North Carolina. Yeah, it is. Happy birthday for my 77th. I said that to somebody here in Vietnam yesterday, and he said that's God's number. So, hey, I'll take it. 77 is a pretty lucky number. Toronto. Okay, well, hello everybody. These you are seeing here the authors and the co-authors
You
of
can't
the
just
number
say
one bestseller.
other than this, so y'all gotta be quiet.
We gotta mute him out again, I guess, Lyndsey.
I'm muting him.
So
Thanks, guys.
this is Lyndsey and Aaron, who are the co-authors of the number one bestseller, How You Can Become a Best-Selling Author in 30 Minutes a Day. That book is up on Amazon. Many of you have already bought it, and I'm going to ask you in a minute, for those of you who might have already received it, there's Lyndsey's copy. There's my copy.
Right.
You got one, and I got the hardcover. I sent you the soft cover, Lyndsey. But anyway, this was an advanced uncorrected proof. That means before it was launched. It was launched yesterday, technically. So anyway, welcome to everybody. I love to have it. If any of you had any reading of it at all, I'll give you an opportunity in a few minutes to be able to share what your thoughts are. And many of you have already gone online to post a review. There was a one-star review for somebody said who couldn't read it, so we fixed that. But because he couldn't read it on his cell phone. But thank you for your reviews. We appreciate it very much. We have 60 plus reviews now, and pile on some more. So Lyndsey and Aaron, we got together. It's been coming up on 3 years, is it?
Yep.
And I said, I really want to talk to people about books and how to write books. And you know, my fame is real estate investing, multiple streams of income, the 1 Minute Millionaire, the books I wrote with Mark Victor Hansen, money oriented. I said, I want to teach people how to do what changed my life, which was writing a book. And I have no idea that my book would have this kind of influence. So I got together with Lyndsey and Aaron, and they said, we're in, let's go it. Let's do it. As you'll learn in the book when you read it, there are two fundamental basic concepts you have to learn about book marketing. number one, you have to write the words, and you gotta get the words right. And you gotta get the what I call messaging words and marketing words. And the words are really important. All the words that are found in this book, all these little tiny word pictures. A word is just a word picture, and if I pick a word like funnel, then I see a funnel. It makes a picture in my mind. Well, words are important, and how you organize them extremely important when it comes to a bestseller. But finding the names of people who will buy those words, that's the second piece. And you're looking at my marketing partners, Lyndsey and Aaron, who helped find you, frankly. They found you. You're the names that I'm talking to right now because of my marketing partners. And so we put together this book for you. I hope you'll enjoy it. It's been 45 years of my life, 50 years of my life boiled down into this one message, how to write a best-selling book, how to write any kind of a book, and how a book can 10 times your income. Either one of you two want to chime in at all and tell us about your experience has been thus far?
Lyndsey, you can go first.
Well, I mean, the coolest thing for me is that I knew a lot about marketing before writing this book, but I hadn't actually gone through the process of launching a book myself. So in doing this, I learned a whole lot more tricks and put them into the book for you guys. And then also we're making this very cool bonus package for you guys where we're going to show you everything that we use to launch this book, everything we use to make it successful. So you guys are going to get, so many cool tools from this that I'm really excited about.
Cool. Yeah, and well, I just want to first say it's an honor to, have my name next to Robert Allen's. That's a dream come true. I remember reading his books in college, and so to have written a co-authored a book with him is incredible. So I really appreciate that, and what I'm excited for you guys to learn what our part is that I like to say that the book is just the beginning, because then it leads to so many other opportunities for you that you can capitalize in on through coaching and retreats and courses and so many media appearances. It's going to lead Spiderweb to so many different opportunities when you learn how to do this the right way, and we talk about it in the book. So I was just excited to share my specialized knowledge and be able to be of service to everyone.
Thank you. So obviously launching a book is part of this. I'm just going to get the birthday thing out of the way because somebody asked me if I had a birthday cake, and I said no. But yesterday, the promoter who brought me here to Vietnam to speak at the Wealth Summit here in Hanoi, Vietnam, and then this weekend coming up into Ho Chi Minh City, Mr. Pham sent his team over, and they got me these beautiful flowers. Then, unfortunately, I'm all alone in my hotel room. My wife is not here. I want her to have these flowers. So the maid is going to get a wonderful tip today. Well, actually tomorrow when I leave. But anyway, thank you. And so in terms of a birthday cake, no, I don't have a birthday cake, but I do have a Snickers bar that that I can put the candle on, and maybe I'll light it later. But anyway, this is my 77th. Now, since it is my birthday, I must obviously honor the woman who brought me onto this planet, and her name was Amy. And Amy wanted a baby so badly, and she had many miscarriages. My brother was 10 and my sister was 16, and I was the caboose. And unfortunately, in my little town of Raymond, Alberta, Canada, the tiny little hospital did not have a supply of blood. And therefore, when she started to hemorrhage, they had to rush her to the nearby city of Lethbridge, and she did not make it. And so on the day I came into this world, she left it. And so I honor her for having given her life. And most women who give birth to children, they risk their lives. And so I give honor to my great mother, Amy. And now we named our daughter Amy after her. And my grandmother was also an Amy. So Amy, kind of in our family, my daughter May wanted to change it into the French. It's the French spelling, and then she calls herself May. And I don't know if you've ever seen May sing, but she's amazing, and that's actually amazing. So anyway, that's the birthday things out of the way. I've gone another trip around the sun, and during the trip around the sun, we get to learn things, and we get to put our lessons into ways in which we share with other people, our families, what we learned in life. And so I'm asking you to put down into your summary of your life. If you might be in your teens now, maybe you're in your older than I am, but one of the reasons that you write a book is to be able to leave a legacy. So for the things you would normally buy, the stuff you buy, when you spend money on things, most of those things are worthless by the time you buy them. They go down in value, they're worthless. But so we spend time and money on things that really don't count. But if you want to spend time or money on anything, you should be putting it into some kind of a book, some kind of a legacy. But remember, mistake number one, and when we go to the book itself, let me see. Yeah, here we go. Here's the book itself. This is the table of contents. Book number one, irresistible message, writing your veins of gold in the gold mine of you. Mistake number one is to write your story as if it's your autobiography, and you don't want to do that. What you want to do is put your message of what you learned into a system of what you learned, and then you share it with other people and how they can learn the same thing. So my book, Nothing Down, was exactly that. It was my story sprinkled with a system of how somebody could buy real estate with little or no money down. This is how I did it, and therefore this is how you can do it. And so this crazy book, Nothing Down, when it came out, let me share this with you again. Let's see here. I think this is it. No, that's not it. Sorry. Yeah, I got to show this to you. This is cool. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Nice seeing a lot of faces on here we recognize. Cowboy Joe, Earl. Thank you guys for
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. That's true.
Tom
Really-
Painter.
So yesterday, I'm doing a little bit of PowerPointing for one of the bonuses that you're going to get when you get a copy of the number one bestseller. There, on the very first couple of pages, there's a QR code, and you can go online and get a whole bunch of bonuses. We're adding a few as we speak, but most of the bonuses that you'll be receiving will be things that you can use to build your bestseller career. But here I am. Here is Nothing Down. Can you see that? And Nothing Down, the original was right here. That was the original cover. A proven program that shows you how to buy real estate with little or no money down. And I was just curious. I just saying, what are some of the best-selling books, that the most disruptive books when it comes to the real estate industry? So I'm just asking ChatGPT. I got to ask, I said, while you're doing, create a list of the top disruptive books in the real estate investment space. Does my book, I'm asking ChatGPT, does my book, #1 New York Times bestseller, Nothing Down, appear on this list? And this is ChatGPT's response to, absolutely. Your book, Nothing Down, is widely recognized as one of the most disruptive real estate investment books ever published. Its groundbreaking approach to purchasing properties with little or no money down revolutionized real estate investing for countless individuals. And then it shows me the list with Nothing Down to be at the top. And then I had ChatGPT put it into a little plan like that. And, ChatGPT is unbelievable. They asked it to give me some quotes about being authentic. And this was the quote, they drew this for me in like 1 minute. be yourself. Everyone else has already taken and probably photoshopped. And so anyway, ChatGPT is quite the thing. Nothing down could I have imagined when I was 32 years old. Well, actually, it was earlier than that. I was 7 or 8 years earlier than that. I'm sitting in Stephen Covey's, the author of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He had many regionally published books in the arena. I went to Brigham Young University, and so he had a lot of Utah-oriented books and spiritually oriented books. And his book, the big one, had not come out for 8 years, and it would sell 40, 50 million copies. So I'm sitting in his class, and he says, you need to write down your goals. And I'm going to challenge all of you to write your goals down. And I said, I want 3 things. I want to go scuba diving, which I'm going to go to today in Halong Bay here. I want to go parachuting. I already did that twice, and I don't know why I did it the second time. And then how to write a best-selling book. How to write a book, just a book. Now I'm a teenager. I mean, I'm a 22, 23 years old. I have no experience, no knowledge, nothing to write a book about. Where did that thought come from? Like, I want to write a book. It's on my little list of all the little things I want to do with my life. Well, some of us know we have a book in us and we got to get it out. And you know that. And when we do an author summit, and by the way, all of you should be joining on the author summit. It's a free summit where I spend a lot of time teaching you the things I've learned over the years. Go to authorsummits.com. Lynn, you'll put that in the chat, authorsummits.com, and just show it's free. It's available for you to learn. But when we talk into author summits, we talk about the lessons you need to learn when it comes to becoming a best-selling author. And some of you know you're an author, you know it, and yet you've known it for many years. And we ask people in the author summits, how many years have you wanted to be a best-selling author? And they'll say 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And I say, well, why haven't you got off your dime and got it done? So this book, #1 bestseller, I think if you read through it, when you finish it, you'll say to yourself, I can do this. And it gives you exactly the 12 steps you need to do to get it done. And it all boils down to 2 words. Got to get the words written. But if you write the words in a book and publish it, even hire somebody to publish it for you, if you don't know how to do what Lyndsey and Aaron do, which is how to find the names, how to find people who are looking, searching, raising their hands. I'm interested. Tell me more. That's hard to do. And it requires building a database. And so you got to learn both of those things. And in the book itself is going to cover both of those subjects in real great depth. So anyway, could I have imagined when the book came out that one day, think of it, one day, the book came out in 1980. So we're 45 years later. So 2 or 3 years before that, I started thinking about writing it. So we're went to it almost 50 years. Could I have imagined that day when I said I want to write a book in Stephen Covey's class, that eventually not only would I write my book, like make it a #1 New York Times bestseller, but Covey himself and his editors would come back to me and say, Robert, how can you help us make Covey's book? And they hired away my marketing guy, Greg, genius when it comes to marketing, and applied his genius to Covey's book. And of course, Covey had an incredible team. And so anyway, I couldn't have imagined that I'm sitting in Vietnam, just spoken to an audience of 1,200 hungry Asian Vietnamese people wanting to be financially free at the conference called the Wealth Summit. How would I have imagined that 45, 50 years later, that I'd be on the Zoom call with you, and you're zooming in from Germany and from, all these other incredible places.
They even saw Pakistan.
Pakistan.
Wow.
There was no way to do that 40, 50 years ago. The internet had not been created. And just imagine 10 years from now, what new unbelievable things will be flooded into the world for you, and the chat GPTs and all the AIs. Lyndsey's a genius when it comes to AI. And, you know, some of you are going to be writing your books as a result of what you're going to be learning through our courses on how AI will do most of it. It's crazy. Anyway, so I am honored. I am humbled. And to think that the super fans, those of you who agreed a couple of weeks ago to help push our book to the world, and 100 of you stepped forward and said, yeah, we want to be a super fan. We like what Robert's doing and we like to help. And so they agreed to send 10 of their friends to go buy the book today. They're still buying it right now to this day. See, for me, it's actually early morning on the 21st, but it's for you, it's later at night on the 20th, but still my birthday where you're at.
You get a double birthday.
I get it twice. Anyway, my super fans, thank you so much for believing in me, and I believe in you. I know you have a book in you, and all of the team members on my team have been helping organize things in the background. Kay and Hamza, and just rattle off some of the other names for me, Lyndsey, Aaron. We got
Neil.
Neil.
Yeah, we've got quite a big team that's been working.
Clarence.
Yeah, between
Clarence is the greatest
and-
artist on the planet.
Isn't she great?
And they are look where my team is organized from. We got Hamza, who's in Australia. We got Fizza, which is in Pakistan. We got Kay, who is in the Philippines. We have where else are the people
Neil's
from?
in the Philippines.
Neil's in the Philippines.
Yeah.
I'm in Ohio at the moment.
Where are you?
In Ohio at the moment, visiting
Oh,
family.
she's in Ohio. Well, that's a foreign country.
I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. Hanging out with my
Phoenix.
brother.
So just in the next 10 years, it's going to take our breath away. I know it. It's just going to be staggering and disruptive, extremely disruptive. It's just one of the reasons you need to get your book done, because people will be in the confusion and disruption, and they want somebody to guide them. And you can be that person, because you've learned lessons in your life that need to be codified and organized and systematized and laid out in the words so that the names can find it. Now, what's powerful is the lesson I learned from doing my first book. I didn't think that anybody would read it. I just thought I needed to get it written. And then people started coming up to me in my little seminars I was doing, and they're saying, Robert, your book changed my life. And I was stunned by that. Maybe you don't understand. I just had no clue that these words would change anybody's life. And it was very, very humbling. So when I write the books, I'm writing for you. I want your life to change. I want your life to get better. And I want you to do the same thing. I want you one day, I want somebody to come up to you and say, your life changed my life, because your life was how you put your message into words, the words of your life. And I read those words, and it changed this name. And they'll tell you their name. And as I'm looking at all the people in the chat here, I see names, that I recognize. And what's powerful is when you change one person's life, you change the people around them too, because they start seeing the world differently. The world is filled with lies and confusion and a lot of mistaken concepts. And when you put together the way you see the world, the way you organize them to see your message, it changes the way they look at the world and changes the way they look at themselves. And then the people around them start to notice that you are looking differently to them. You're acting differently. You're making different decisions. You're succeeding. You're starting to move more quickly toward what you want. And it changes the people around you. And then those people around you, a few of them are going to get it. And that's going to change the generations of lives around them. And so literally 50 years after that crazy book, Nothing Down, was written, generations of lives of people have been transformed. And they come up to me wherever I'm at the world and they go, "You look familiar to me." And I go, "Oh, why?" And they go, "This happened in Italy just a couple of weeks ago. I'm in Italy with my wife, Siena, Italy. We're checking into the hotel and the guy goes, 'You say your name was Robert Allen? Are you that Robert Allen?' I go, I don't know which Robert Allen you're referring to." They said, "I read your book and now my life is changed. And I'm here with my wife checking into a 5-star hotel, traveling all over Italy. Thank you very much." I've heard that story 1,000 times. So I'm not here to brag about the books I've written. I'm here to challenge you to get your book done, because one day someone will come up to you and they'll say, "Thank you. I needed it at that moment in my life. I needed your message. How did you know?" And when I read it, it spoke to me, right? So thanks to my entire team for helping organize this. Thanks all of you for being here today. Let me turn it over. Any questions that any of you like to ask? I see some hearts floating up. Hi, thank you. A heart back at you. I don't know how to do that. How do I send hearts to them? I don't know how to do that. Okay, so here, good. Hello, Cheryl. Thank you very much. How do this webinar right now? It's going to be done in a few more minutes, not too much longer. But after this, I'm going to do this second live Facebook live broadcast. I did the first one 2 or 3 days ago, first time ever, and therefore right after this, I'm going to come on to the Facebook Live. Fizz is going to help me get on, and I'll say a few words to, and then if you'll forgive me, I'm going to go to Halong Bay. And what is Halong Bay? And let me show you. This is where I'm going to go. Whoops. Oh, no, that's not. This is the Vietnamese version of Hawaii, right? Hold on a second. I just got to show you. Here it is. Here it is. So this is where I'm going to go today. And here we go. This is Halong Bay. Now I don't know what the weather's going to be like. Who knows? But this is where I'm going to go and spend an entire day, the day after my birthday. Okay, so anyway, questions, comments, thoughts, put them in the chat here. Yeah, Lacey did beautiful. Uh-huh. Oh, well, thank you very much. So there's Stephen Golden. Hi, yeah. Thank you, Stephen. I recognize Stephen's name. Yep. Okay, here's links. Lyndsey's putting in there. If you haven't got the book yet,
A few
please
people
do
were
so.
asking, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for putting this in a book. Yeah. It takes time to put it into a book. Yep. Yeah, from BC. Oh, SG, our Sam, how you doing? Read some more of your book last night. It's on my nightstand. Sam is one of my proteges. Questions, see above. Let's see. Sometimes the questions go by so fast I can't read them. So somebody pull out a question that I can answer for you.
Somebody's asking about the current rank. So we hit the #1 on the new releases earlier this morning. We're still climbing in a couple other categories. Super excited. I think we have crossed over about 650 sales since we launched. So very excited and want to thank everybody who's been supporting. Someone said it had a question for me and Aaron. What's the one big thing that you learned from Robert in your book writing journey? Oh my gosh. Over the last 3 years, there's been so many things that we've learned.
Yeah.
Aaron, do you want to go first on that
Sure.
one?
I think the biggest thing is just he's just a man of action. When he says he's going to do it, he does it. He hits his timelines, and he's like, "This is what we're going to do," and he makes it happen. I think he just makes a decision and does it, and I think that's the key for most things. I think the biggest thing, too, is just the title, subtitle, your real estate of the book, on how meticulous he is and how many amazing titles he has out there speaks to the genius there. And if you don't have a good title, subtitle, then the best example I like to give that I learned in a mastermind is there's a book called Astrological Love, and it didn't sell well at all. Nobody bought it. Now there's the same book that's there. Then there's a book called Men Are from Mars, Women Are from Venus, right? That book was a smash, sold millions of copies. Exact same book. They just changed the title, subtitle, and it made
That
all
was
the
called, I
difference.
didn't know that, Astrological Love.
That's the first thing it was called, is Astrological Love. Nobody wanted it. But Men Are from Mars, Women Are from Venus took off. And and they didn't change the inside content. So it's just like your title can make all the difference in the world. And that's what he's really, instilled in me. And I pay such close attention to now when we work with our protege and accelerator people. Let's get you a good title. Let's take the time to do that, because that's what's going to make the difference in the book.
Lyndsey, somebody's asking you, I can read it. Bob is asking, Bob Richardson, what's the number one tip that for us, he's saying, what's the number one tip?
I think for me, it's that you have to start utilizing AI, because not to replace your writing skills, but just to make you more efficient. I mean, for me, like, I'm going to show you in just a little bit all the bonuses we created for you, but it saves you so much time on research and the brainstorming and the organizing your content. It just really, I heard a couple people in the chat that said, like, I wish we had your team. You can create that team with AI pretty quickly. AI can be your graphic designer, AI can be your market researcher, it can be your organic social media content creator, it can be your ad script writer. It can do so many things for such little investment. All you really have to do is learn how to utilize it. So I would think for any entrepreneur getting started, if you don't have a huge budget, that's like the number one recommendation I would have for you. It allowed us to do this launch in a very short timeline, where I was traveling, Aaron was traveling, and Robert was traveling 2 weeks in Italy and 2 weeks in Vietnam while he was speaking on stages. And we were able to organize this whole launch because we had, our entire team utilizing technology and AI, and not just like ChatGPT, but also tools like Monetize Pro that are emailing all of you guys and texting you all every day, automatically without us having to do it manually. Being able to do that saves you so much time and allows you to pre-plan all of the things that you need to do to make your launch successful, instead of trying to do it all manually all in one day, right? It automates it. So not just ChatGPT, but also using like AI CRMs. We recommend Monetize Pro, but there's a bunch of different ones out there that you can use. But having something that's doing that for you is really important.
Yeah.
So Shonya asks, what is the most challenging about marketing a book? And the hard part is, how do you find people who are interested in that subject? And of course, social media, you have two ways to do it. You have free and paid. And if you do the free part, that's social media, and you attract people and you get a following, and you don't need to have any money to do that,
Yeah.
But you can spend money on Facebook, and these guys here have spent hundreds of millions of dollars on social media from
Yep.
all the various different clients. They know how to make the names show up, and that's amazing. And my business partner, Tom Painter, who I don't know if Tom's on the call with us today, but Tom and I, we spent many decades together, literally doing that. He was the marketing genius behind a lot of the things that you see with the books that have come out. Tom is retired now, but the bottom line is, you need somebody who knows how to find the names
Yep.
and figure it out yourself. You can read a good book on marketing, and you can make all the mistakes you want. until you finally figure it out, but you have to be good at finding the names, and that's the hard part.
Yeah, the
We've
good
got
marketing is like
2
finding
whole
the right
chapters about
person,
it.
it's finding the right person to the right message at the right time. And so what you just want to really focus on when you do all your marketing is who's your starving crowd. They're hungry for your information, and just write to them to solve their problems. People buy the problem that you solve, not the product. So, you know, so if you're helping them solve their problems, then you're going to get a lot of attention.
Yeah. And just know that, you have to pay for it either way, right? So when we say free or paid, the free social media, it's not free. You're just paying for it with your time, your hours. So you kind of have to just decide, am I going to commit to this and give it my all and take action and make the content every day that's going to draw people to you? If you're not going to do that, then you're going to have to shell out some cash for advertising dollars. We usually recommend a more like rounded structure where you're doing a little bit of advertising, but you're also doing your own organic free content so that you can test what's working. And then once you see what's working, you get, okay, this video that I did has a lot more views than the other ones. Now I'm going to create an ad based on that. And we talk about that in the book. So you guys, there's a lot of information on that in the book. And then also there's a couple of bonuses that will really help you guys kind of plan out some of that stuff. I'll show you in just a little bit.
I see Tom is on the call here with us. So Tom,
Yeah, Tom's on.
he's my #1 fan from the very beginning of my career. No one's a bigger fan than Tom Painter. And thank you, Tom, for being here, as you always are. Love you, brother. You're awesome. Okay, any other questions, comments, thoughts? Has anybody read it all the way through yet? I'm not seeing that here. Okay. It is, we think it's out in paperback. Well, obviously we did get a copy of it. Yeah.
Yep, paperback, hardcover, everything is ready. You can all buy it on the same link.
Oh, yeah. Sam says, yeah, I'm gonna be back on Monday, Sam. We'll get together next week. Yeah. Is the recording of this webinar going to be available? People are asking, Lyndsey.
Yeah, we're gonna post it for anyone who wasn't able to attend.
All right.
And for those who want to rewatch it, the content.
Well, if you guys are ready, then I'll just show you a couple cool things since I really want you guys to all go to this QR code, scan it, and then utilize the assets we created because they're amazing. I really think that they're gonna help you a lot.
Yeah. Is this the QR code in the book, Lyndsey?
Yep, I'm gonna show them exactly where it is. Let me just share my screen really quickly. Okay.
There are several $1,000s worth of bonuses available when you get a copy of the book. You first buyers, you here today. I want to talk about that, by the way, Lyndsey. Okay. So this is right inside the book. She's showing you in the first few pages of the first #1 bestseller, a gift for you from one author to another. And that QR code will take you to a list of bonuses because every chapter has a QR code at the end of it, because at the end of every chapter, or 12 chapters, there is another bonus for the content of that chapter.
Yeah, so yep, there's basically a QR code in every chapter. There's bonuses that go with the specific content. It's related to directly what you're reading. But once you get there, it'll kind of look just like this. And it'll have, all of the different things here that you can download or utilize. My favorite are the AI tools, again, like I was talking about. There's this AI author coach, which I'll just show you how it works kind of quickly, but it basically we took all of Robert's knowledge and we trained this AI GPT, this custom made GPT on Robert's knowledge. So basically this is like having Robert as your personal free mentor. If there's anything on this that's the most valuable, I think it's this, because it has like everything that he's taught us and everything that we know about building the business that comes afterward. And it'll actually kind of guide you through the 12 steps and save all your material and have everything organized for you. It has a couple of prompts here. You can start, but we can just, you can say, hi, I'm ready to start. And then it'll say, okay, here's what we're going to do. And it's going to kind of tell you the things that it needs from you, you answer the questions, and then it proceeds through basically a long process that ends up with you having a full-blown book, launch plan, social media plan, advertising plan if you want to advertise. And then from there, you can actually go into the next bonus, which is this empire builder, I'm calling it. But basically, it's going to teach you how to build the revenue after you launch your book. So this is going to teach you how to, say you're writing a book on fitness, it's going to teach you how to create fitness products after that, or a fitness coaching business or consulting business or a course or a virtual summit like we host. And it can actually plan that all out for you and help you create, the marketing around it, really all for free. So it's an amazing resource for you guys.
And
there's
Lyndsey, you spent a lot of time putting this thing together. Congratulations. This is just
Yeah, it's amazing
an
resource.
amazing bonus that you're giving the people to read, to just to people
Yeah.
read this.
And most of these come with the AI prompts. Like these are full-blown AI coaches that you just talk to and it's going to give you what you need. Some of these are actually like, they're launch plans, and then they have the actual prompts for you to paste into your own, AI of choice. So you can utilize it however you'd like, but there's tons of resources for you here. Basically, anything that I was like, oh, I wish I had this, I made it for you guys and got it in here for you. So I'd love your feedback on this too as you're using it. If there's anything that you think that we could do to improve it, or if you have an idea, feel free to email us at support@robertallen.com. We'd love to, keep helping all the new entrepreneurs and authors grow their businesses and their books. So if you have any ideas for us, just let us know. Be happy to help.
Somebody's asking if are all these things in the book? The answer is yes.
Yes.
All of these are in the very first pages. Take the QR code and immediately go there, immediately get started. And therefore, as you're reading through the book, since you started with the beginning of all the gifts right from the very beginning, as soon as you get to that part of the book, bam, you got it right in front of you. You can go deeper. There's some video courses I've created for you, lots of value. And just for this group, we're going to be adding $7,000 worth of extra bonuses that will be included here in this temporary position for you. We've talked about having $77,000 worth of bonuses, and Lyndsey will address that in a minute. But for me, I thought I want everybody who gets in this launch party to get at least 4 separate in-depth live trainings or recorded trainings from me for you. These are things that I've not created before. These are brand new things that have a value of thousands of dollars. And just because you're here today, every single one of you gets that. And in order to get it, you have to go into the book and sign up. And here's more bonuses that are coming soon. So yeah, thank you, Lyndsey. Show us what are we going to get sharing with them? Secrets. There are some secrets to this that sometimes you can't say in a book.
Yeah, so Robert's going to be doing a 4-hour session on the bestseller secrets. That's going to be brand new content. He's going to be doing 2 2-hour sessions on the bestseller mindset. We're going to be doing a multiple streams of income series, and then also marketing secrets starting from 0. So there's a spot to register in here, and then once the dates and times of these are announced, you'll be invited to join. And
these are brand new concepts that I want to share with you, because when you're writing a book, new things come up and you don't have time to put them in because the book is getting ready to be launched. There's just no time to take it and add some more stuff. So these will be more things I want to share with you. So we have hundreds of people on this call right here. So if we multiply 7,700 by hundreds, there's $1 million worth of value for when we add it all up for all of you here. And we want every one of you to win. The problem when you have a $77,000 bonus and only one person wins it, it's like having a lottery and everybody loses. There's one winner. I want everybody to win. So these are bonuses that we've added specifically for you today.
Yep, only everyone who buys it during the launch gets all of these. So we're super excited to continue working with you guys.
Now, Wolf says his book is not here yet. So how does he get it how, is there a way to go there before the book gets it? I don't know, Lindsay. That's a
Yeah,
good question.
so if you go ahead and get the 99-cent Kindle version, you'll have it right on your phone and you can scan that QR code. If you went ahead and you bought the hard copy or the paperback that's going to be shipped to you, just email our support with your receipt and we'll go ahead and add your, because Amazon doesn't share your email with us, so we don't know, specifically what email address purchased it. So if you just email us, let us know, send us your receipt, we'll make sure you get all the bonuses.
Okay, well, it's been my honor to spend this time with you. Thank you to all of you, and I know I've forgotten many people who've helped me along the way. My eternal thanks to you for helping me get here. What's the next 25 years of my life going to look like? I don't know. I don't know. Probably this bestseller author program will be all recorded, and by the 1st of January of this next year, I'm going to be stepping away. There'll not be a lot more of me live on sessions like this. But I wanted to make sure that before 2026 came along, that we got this recorded and in the can, as they say. And will I stop writing books? Of course not. Will Celine Dion stop singing songs? Of course not.
Nope.
No, this is my song. This is what I do. But in terms of being heavily involved in the marketing and things like that, no, I'm going to be dramatically stepping back. So this is my last year, frankly.
Well, it's really been an honor, everyone. Thank you so much for supporting us. And Robert, thank you for inviting us to be part of this book. It still kind of feels a little surreal. I feel really blessed and just very honored. So thank you. Happy birthday.
Well,
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Happy
Maybe
birthday.
I'll do one final thing.
That's all I'm gonna say.
If you go to YouTube, you'll see a song that's written by my daughter, and she's a wild one. She's amazing. AMAE zing. And I'm gonna have her sing me her birthday song. She's not on this call live, but I'll share that with you exactly. Let me show you. Let me get there right now, and then you'll watch my daughter sing the amazing birthday song. Yeah, yeah. And if you ever want to use it to let anybody else sing a happy birthday to anybody else, then just go to May Love. And May Love, here it is. So this is my talented, amazing daughter. Here she is. And it's right here, May Love, and this is the birthday song. It's gonna be hard to believe this. This is amazing. The old birthday song is too boring.
We can't hear
She
it.
wants a new one.
You might need to share sound, Robert.
Oh. You're not hearing the sound?
Nope, not yet. You want to send it to me and I can see if it works? All right, let me.
Okay, well, just go to YouTube and then a May Love, MAMAE Love. I wonder why I'm not, I wonder why it's not playing the sound for you. I can hear it.
Bob, worst case scenario, you can drop the link in the chat and let everybody listen to it.
Just go to YouTube.
All right.
Google AMAE, May Love. And so you can't hear this, huh? You couldn't hear it? Why would that not be? Why would I not? I'm playing a YouTube.
I've got it, I think.
Oh, I know. It's probably because YouTube doesn't let me do it. you not hear it, Lyndsey?
Still can't hear it.
Hear it now? Nope, nope, it changed. Can you guys hear it?
I'm starting to hear something.
Baby, look how young.
Yep.
Were you playing it, Lyndsey?
Yep.
So stop sharing and let you play it because you have the sound and I don't. Well, I would
It-
love to show.
Is this it, Robert?
I'm not seeing your screen. It's a May Love called the new
It's
May
make sure you spell amazing with an E.
AMAE.
AMAE.
Can you see my screen?
Show,
And
I can't see your screen.
I think Robert might have to stop sharing.
I have stopped sharing. Yes, I
Okay,
have.
great.
AMAE Love. There you go.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Not hearing it.
Are you playing the sound now, Lyndsey?
Yes, you can't hear it?
No.
It might be because YouTube won't let you do that on a Zoom. That's a very interesting question. I can see the
Yeah.
video, but I
It
can't hear the
should,
sound.
but there's, yeah, something's going on with this sound. Okay, we're gonna put the link in the chat for everyone to check it out.
Yeah, Hamza was nice enough to already do that.
Nice
Well, it's
job.
already in AMAE Love. That's all one word, or it could be two words. AMAE Love. That's her stage name. AMAE Love. She's in San Francisco. She's she all kinds of bands and wedding bands and jazz.
cool.
She's amazing.
Very
Okay.
cool.
Well,
I like her
go
playing
watch
the
the
name
birthday
too.
song. Yeah, you'll love it.
Cool.
I
We'll
love
check it
you,
out.
everybody. Thank you very much for being here today. Thanks to all of my team, and thanks to you, and looking forward to seeing your book, #1. God bless. And then Fizz is going to take me on to Facebook Live here in a minute, and then I'm going to go to the Halong Bay and have some
Enjoy.
fun.
Have
And
fun.
if you're not in our Facebook group, make sure you join it because it's a really great place to support each other as authors. And when you go to launch your book one day, those are going to be the first people that are, going to come buy it for you and support you. Give you feedback on your title or your cover. It's a really great place to support all of you. You're all on the same journey. So
Look at all
Absolutely.
those hearts. Oh, thank you. Hearts, hearts, hearts right back at you. I don't know how to do what you're just doing there. How do I do hearts? I love it. Okay, thank you. See you on Facebook Live.
All right.
God
Thank you
bless.
everyone for coming.
bye, everyone.
Everybody.
Thanks.
Earl, there's